La competencia es sana.
Depende de tu competencia.
Well, first of all, congratulations for joining this amazing show.
Thank you.
And well, the first thing I would like to know if you got the chance to see it before joining the project.
No, we didn't see it until we got the project. Because I generally don't watch a whole lot of anything. I'm always either acting or with my wife, Reve, and the kids, so I don't watch a lot. So Reve and I and the kids actually watched the first episode together. And it was pretty amazing in what Sylvester Stallone does. And my wife, amazing wife, just came to me right now with a fresh cup of coffee. Thank you. I love you.
Hi.
Is that the best looking coffee you've ever seen in your life? Yes, it is. That, we watched it together and we were just in awe of Sylvester Stallone's performance because he finally gets to tap into the character that he kind of grew up with in New York as a kid. He's never been in these big Italian gangster films. He's never been in the Coppola films. He's never been in the Scorsese films. Which is shocking to me. And to see him finally play that character, have you ever seen anyone play that Italian character better than him in Tulsa King? I haven't. He's so funny in some of the things that he does, so tough and so honorable at the same time. Here's this criminal that did 25 years in prison who takes it for the team by keeping his word and not ratting out his brothers, that when he gets out and he gets shoved into Tulsa instead of being embraced and welcomed back into the family in New York, that's humiliating for him. And what he does and how he hustles to make a career for himself and a new life for himself is amazing. But then he runs into this guy in season 2 called Cal Thresher.
Yeah, interesting character that you got to play.
Oh, interesting to say the least. They gave me Terrence Winters, who wrote Boardwalk Empire and so many amazing shows and movies, and also Sylvester Stallone helping write the series with Taylor Sheridan. They gave me these amazing words to work with. And my dad said, when you go out to Hollywood, if they give you $1, give them $2 worth of effort. And I pride myself on working really hard to make sure that my choices as an actor are always true and very entertaining for the audience. So I think all the villains that I've got to play in these kind of situations where I jump into a family like Desperate Housewives or Justified or Yellowstone and now Tulsa King, Reve calls me the lone wolf, and I the wolf when I walk into these sets fearlessly with buckets of confidence, knowing that God has given me this talent to be able to do anything I want with a camera in front of me. So for me, it's a happy place for me. If I'm not with Reve and the kids, which makes me the happiest, being in front of a camera is what is the other thing that makes me really happy. I get to create. I've always just loved creating and entertaining. So to do that opposite Sylvester Stallone and the career that he's had, come on, how can you lose? It's just every day was game day. Every day was fun. And to work opposite Max and Frank Grillo and Rich as Ming, it was just a great bunch of actors with great words on Paramount Plus, which gave us the freedom to do whatever we wanted to do with our characters. It was a recipe for success, and I can't wait for the world to see season 2, Tulsa King, to see where my character goes, because it's awesome.
And I'm sure people's gonna love it because I think the show was amazing, and now that you get to play this character that is gonna confront Dwight like they're equals, which is something that I don't think many people are able to do, is really interesting.
The first day we had the scene, Reve was there, and I have zero fear when it comes to acting. I'm just like, this is my character. Me in real life, a little different, but my characters, I can do anything I want. So the first scene, the camera's there and we do it, and I get right up into Sly's face, and there's spit coming out of my mouth that's hitting Sly, and I'm making fun of him, pretending I'm one of those guys, and you could see on his face, did you just make fun of me? Did you just play me in front of, who do you think? And you can see his veins just getting angry and angry. I go back to the days like, no, you can't do that. He'll fire you. I'm not sure he's used to this kind of stuff. People probably aren't used to him, people getting aggressive, jumping. He comes around the corner, he looks at me, and he gives him this big hug, and he says, thank you for bringing that confidence to the set. We're going to have a heck of a year. And for me, it was almost a tearful moment that Sylvester Stallone, one of the greatest, if not the greatest writer, producer, actor in the history of Hollywood, gave me that kind of compliment to come here with my God-given talent with all this confidence. It was great. And I will always be thankful to Sly for giving me that opportunity, and for my wife for challenging me always.
And well, besides working with Slide, you get the chance to work with Taylor Sheridan again. You were part of Yellowstone, and what I like about his shows is the development of the characters. So I would like to know how's working with him on creating, especially someone like Cal.
Well, it's interesting. My characters, although they look very similar, cowboy hats, kind of Southern types of guys. I start out as Malcolm Beck as um, a guy who you don't want to mess with, and by the end of
Hmm.
the season, he gets darker and darker and darker and darker, and has to be, they have to off him in the end because he just becomes this maniac. It's different with Cal Thresher in that in the beginning you're like, ooh, this guy has an agenda, but I kind of like him. There's something likable
Yeah.
about Cal Thresher, but gosh, he's tough. Gosh, he has an agenda. But by the end of the season, you kind of understand Cal that he's a fish out of water. He shouldn't really be in the marijuana business, but he's a very smart businessman. And by the end of the season,
Hmm.
he realizes like, okay, I'm not crazy like you guys, but if you mess with me, I will die trying to take you all
Hmm.
down. And I have no fear with that. So there's this, it's just I go from here with Yellowstone to here with the craziness.
Hmm.
With Cal Thresher, it's here. I become much more human as the season progresses, and there's a common ground between Dwight Manfredi and my character, Sly's character, by the end of the season, which to me was I got to really infuse a lot more Neal McDonough into the character as Cal Thresher instead of as Malcolm Beck. He was just this psycho that was so it's very very different in thought process. Look the same, walk the same, dress the same, but the thought process was completely different. So I hope they're both as entertaining as each other.
Okay, Neil, thank you so much for taking this time speaking with me. Once again, congratulations. I think the second season, it really takes the things to a whole other level. So I really hope it does such as just as great as the first one.
Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias.
Oh, that's how I get by.